Hey guys, it's Shadow Warrior here back once again, and yes, I know, I haven't posted any content in quite a long time, and I'm sure some of you may be wondering like, what's up with that? So I'm making this video to give you all an idea of what's going on with me, in my life, and ultimately with this channel. Okay, so if you've been following my channel for a while, then you're probably used to seeing me go inactive for a set period of time. Sometimes it's 2 weeks, sometimes it's a month, sometimes 2 months, sometimes 3 months. It's just very inconsistent, but I've never really addressed it, and I want to take a moment to do so. Okay, so first off, I was working in a grocery store. It's called Kroger, and I've worked there for about 6 years, and it just got to where I was really unhappy. I hated being there. You know, being there it killed all my energy. It killed all my motivation because I did not give a shit about my job. You know, we were always short of help. You know, corporate's always coming in and making our life that much harder. We got a new manager that came in and changed a bunch of shit and just made everything unbearable. The back room was always a fucking disaster. You know, we always had our equipment break. It was always something. Every day I come in, it was something. And I was just getting absolutely sick of it. So, because like I'd go in from like 2 to 10. So I go in at 2, and I get off like at 10. I don't get home till like 10:30, 11, whatever. By the time I get home, I'm so like frustrated. I'm so drained. It's like I want to get home. I want to play a video game, or I want to like hop on my console and, you know, start editing down a video, something to post for you guys, but like I said, it just fucking drained me. So by the time I get home, I just don't care. I have no energy, I have no motivation, and it was just becoming a big fucking problem. So I just got to where I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And, you know, like I said, I've been there for a very long time. I started to feel like, you know, nothing I do matters. It's like these people, they don't appreciate my hard work. They don't appreciate the fact I try to be a team player. You know, I get paid minimum wage. I get paid like $9 an hour, which is nothing. You can't live off that. So I've been stuck in that situation for a very, very long time. Honestly, I should have gotten out of there like years ago, but I got to where I was just too complacent, and I had my own issues I was dealing with, and I was just whatever. And honestly, I was like, I should have done something about it a long time ago, but that's my own fault. But anyway, so, you know, last year, I finally reached a point where it's like, it was in October, I was so damn sick of being here. I said to myself, come hell or high water, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not going through another year of this crap. I'm done. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm done with Kroger. I'm absolutely done. I'm not doing it anymore. I will figure something out. And so I mean, I came in one day, and I had every intention of just quitting. I wasn't gonna give a notice, nothing. I came in with the intent to turn in my hat and my apron, because I worked in the deli department. I was sliced meat and cheese for customers and all that stuff. But I came in, and I was done. I had every intention to turn in my hat and apron and told him, hey, I quit, I'm done. But I ended up talking to the manager. I agreed to stay 2 weeks, and then I ended up staying a 3rd week so one of my coworkers could take her vacation. But after that, I was done. You know, I quit. And I was jobless for about a month, or no, sorry, not a month, about a week or so. And I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. But I'll tell you, ever since I got out of there, it's just been such a relief. Like, there's no way in hell I will ever go back. I don't care how far I fall, whatever. I'm never, ever going back to that store. All the shit they put you through. I mean, I used to like the place. I used to like my job. But it got to where, like, over time, I realized that these people, they just don't care. They don't value their employees. They don't care how much you bust your ass. They don't care how much of an asset you are. It's just, you're like a tadpole in a giant pond. is like the best way I can put it. They don't value the best people that they have. So I mean, they sent their reputation down the drain. But anyway, so I was jobless for a week and a half, I want to say. I started looking at other jobs. I got on ZipRecruiter and I found this one. I was looking at some of these sales jobs. I've never done a sales job. I basically worked at Kroger for 3 years, and then I went and worked at Target for about a year and a half. That didn't work out, and I went back to Kroger. I worked there for another 3 years. That's why I was there a total of 6. And so I guess that's pretty much all I had done was like retail. So there was these sales jobs I was looking at, and I was like, I've never done sales. I'm not sure if I'm cut out for it, but it's like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. So I got on as a recruiter, and I found a bunch. It recommends jobs, so I applied to a few of them, and I figured I'd just give it a shot, see what happens. And it was interesting because I woke up the next morning and I already had I applied to I think 7 jobs. I woke up, I had 6 emails saying they wanted to schedule interviews just like that, and I'm like, holy crap! So now I'm being handed opportunities I didn't even know I had. So I looked at this one job, talked to the lady, and then I went in for an interview and I talked to the branch manager. And when he was interviewing me, it felt really genuine. I feel like it was an interview, but I could actually talk to this guy. I could actually give him my opinion. I could talk to him like a normal human being, and it really left a good impression on me. And like I said, it felt really genuine and not so much robotic. And it just kind of stuck with me. And then I remember when I went to these other 2 interviews, and they just didn't quite feel the same. It was more like, I remember this one was just, it was a door-to-door sales. It was based entirely off commission, which didn't really quite sit well with me, because I was kind of iffy on that, because there's no base pay. It's all commission-based, which means if you're not making sales, you're not making any money. Not only that, there was also a $1,000 hiring bonus, so that just kind of came across as a red flag to me. And then when I went and had the interview with the guy, it was pretty much, I was there for 2 minutes. It was basically just a meet and greet. I talked to him, he told me what was up, and pretty much the only thing he asked me was, what I had been up to. It was nothing else was asked. Whereas when I went to the other job, and I talked to the one guy, he actually asked me a bunch of questions. Like, when I came in, I had to fill out a sheet, and it was like, out of these few words, which one best describes you? What are you looking for in your job the most? Are you looking for stability, success, prestige, that sort of thing? And based off what I circled, he would ask me questions about that. So he was legitimately interviewing me to see what kind of person I was, to see if I'd be a good fit for the company. And like I said, that really stuck with me. So all these other jobs, these other 2 jobs I interviewed for, they didn't really do that. So I was like, meh. So then the one guy, he calls me and he tells me he wants to set up a second round interview because, I left a good impression. I was pretty sure that interview, I nailed it. Because when I was sitting there talking to the guy, whenever he asked me something, I had an answer ready to go without even thinking about it. It was just, he asked me something, and I was kind of surprised myself with how much I knew. But anyway, so I ended up doing the second round interview, and it was one of his one of the trainers, and ultimately me getting hired falls on the trainer, not so much the branch manager, because the way it works is, if they hire you, then you're a part of their team. So what ended up happening was I ended up getting the job, and it was a sales job. Basically, we sold cable and internet, and it wasn't door to door, and it wasn't cold calls. We would stand in Walmart. We had a little table, and we tried to talk to people as they come by. I gave it a shot. I wasn't really sure what to think. I'd never done it before, so I figured, I'd give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. And I went in with the way they do it is you go into the office every morning, do these little meetings, these little 2-hour meetings. It's like where you get to interact with the team. you get to learn some stuff, like some business stuff, and then we play a little game to get everybody motivated, and then we basically all go out to whatever store we're assigned to for a good 7-8 hours. And I did this for about a month, and it ended up not really working out. I struggled a lot. Like long story short, I ended up getting let go because I just wasn't really fit for it. But just before I did get let go, I was struggling with my team leader. He could see I was struggling, and he was telling the branch manager, even though I wasn't making any money, like he saw I had potential, and he wanted to really give me a chance to see if I could make it. So they ended up doing a little business trip out to Corpus Christi, and I got to go, and I got to meet another team from San Antonio, and we pretty much just hung out in this little beach house, and we kind of just hung out. We drank, got to know each other, and then the next day we would go out and go to the stores and do what we always do. It was just in a different part of the country, and that was kind of interesting. It definitely got me out of my comfort zone. Because I'm generally like pretty quiet, kind of just keep to myself, so it was really good for me. And not only that, but with this job, it also fixed a lot of my bad habits. Like when I worked at Kroger, one of the things is, because I was so drained, I was so exhausted, I hated being there, and the place just killed me. I got to where I would sleep all day. I wouldn't even get out of bed. On my days off, I would just kind of lounge around. I wouldn't want to do anything. I wouldn't really go anywhere. And, the way I was living, it just wasn't healthy. It just wasn't healthy at all. And it really, like I said, it really affected me. It made me not even want to, like, in my mind, I wanted to make some YouTube videos. I wanted to try to really put some new content out there, try to really engage with my audience. But at the same time, I was just so exhausted. I was so tired. It's just like, I just got to where I just didn't care. I wasn't keeping up with it. And now, like 3 months later, and I still haven't put out a video up until now, basically. But so, like I said, what ended up happening was I gave it my best shot, but I didn't make it, and they ended up having to let me go. But I did talk to the branch manager before I left. He did say, like, I told him, like, I mean, I'm trying my best for this. Like, I don't want to be a burden on y'all. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting y'all's time. And he says, well, do you feel like you learned a lot? I was like, yeah, I definitely feel like I learned some good. I was like, well, then it's not a waste of time. And it's like, you have my number. If you ever need anything, like you need a reference, all you gotta do is ask. So I left on good terms, and I still try to keep in touch with some of the guys there. But basically, at this point, I am jobless again. So and I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'm not really freaked out about it yet, but I currently am not working, and I don't really know where I'm gonna go next. So at this point, I'm kind of in limbo. But aside from that, I am still committed to YouTube. I am still committed to my channel. There's still a lot of stuff I want to do. I'm definitely going to keep making montages, because I really enjoy those. They do take a lot of time. I mean, you guys have to understand, they do take a lot of time. There's a lot of editing involved, and I'm very picky about when I make those, but they're very fun to do. I'm definitely going to keep doing those. I just hit, I don't mean for this to be a depressing video, but I did just hit 100 subscribers, so I'm definitely going to do a video to celebrate that. That'll be coming around the time that you see this one posted. I'm planning to, one of the things I also want to do is I want to do some discussion videos. Something new, something I've never done before. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, like I said, a 100 subscriber video, as I said, will be coming up shortly. I'm gonna definitely go over more of like what I want to do, so you stick around for that. And then the other thing I want to do is No, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh, yeah, so, like I said, I haven't posted any videos, so I've definitely got some content coming for you guys. There's this video, which is letting you know what's going on with the channel. I've got my 100 subscriber video ready to go. And then, one of the games I've been playing a lot of is Killing Floor 2. So I have a discussion video coming on that. Just, you know, my general thoughts on the game, how I'm enjoying it. It's kind of a long video, but I think it'll be enjoyable for you guys. And then after that, I also made a Killing Floor 2 montage, which is pretty badass. I think it's one of my best, so that should be coming pretty soon as well. But I didn't want to drag on this video too long. I recorded this video once and it came up to like 20-25 minutes. I don't want y'all to listen to me rant and go on for about 20 minutes. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to kind of let y'all know what's going on with the channel and let you know that I'm not done by any means. But as I said earlier, and as you probably already guessed by now, I am dealing with severe depression. Definitely suffering from a lack of motivation, lack of happiness, all that stuff. You know, I'm jobless. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but at the same time, I am trying to get my act together. I'm trying to find the motivation to do the things that I enjoy. I'm trying to get back on the swing and, you know, just get back to making some really enjoyable YouTube videos for you guys. But I am going through a rough spot, and I hope you decide to stick with me. And I hope that in time, I can make some really fucking epic videos for you guys, and, you know, videos that I can also be proud of. But with that said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, whether it be the gameplay in the background, or, you know, just the fact that I'm being upfront and honest with you and I'm letting you know what's going on instead of keeping you in the dark. You know, leave whatever comments, thoughts, whatever you have to say in down below. Be more than happy to read them. I read every single comment, unless you're gonna be a douchebag, which in that case, don't even bother, because I'm tired of dealing with belligerent assholes who like to talk shit just for the sake of talking shit. I don't put up with that crap. You have a problem, you can fuck right off. But, with that said, this is Shadow Warrior, and I'll catch you later, comrades.